All right, good morning. Welcome to Fifth Third Ice Arena, Chicago Blackhawks Community Ice Rink, Game 3, final game of the Chicago Mission Showcase. Both teams come in 1-1. This is the marquee matchup of the weekend. Number 3, Sox. Number 9, Chicago Mission. Full complement of players available for Fox today. Mason Martin in net. Easton Ball, Braxton Penny, Ty Molyneux at forward, Andrew Kochoff, Leland Henning at D. Face off one by Ryan. Lenny and Andrew with it. Andrew has it. Over to Lenny, near side. Through the middle, doesn't make it the ball. Not out of the zone. Lenny throws this out of the zone. That's going to be an icing already. Penny in to take the draw. Lips, not out of the zone. Ty with the stickler takes this away near side. Guy's got ball with him. Batted up in the air by Mission, out of the zone, near side. Lenny throws this kitty corner, cut off by Mission. They enter the zone, throw the puck around. Mason's thought about getting it, leaves it for Lenny. Lenny rings it around for ball. Ball can't corral this. Puck at the blue line. Backdoor, shot. Mason with the save. In the corner with Andrew. Andrew tips this out of the zone. Mission near sides, breaks right back in. Lenny behind the net, where they're going to have Ryan and Dylan and Ryder out now. Lenny circles back, gives it to Andrew behind the net. Andrew takes a look. Off the boards for Lenny. Lenny through the middle for Ryder. Ryder for Dylan. Dylan through the middle for Ryan. Doesn't connect. Milton chips this around. Ryder cuts it up. Ryder in the middle for Ryan. Ryan drops for Dylan. Dylan's shot is blocked. Mission with numbers the other way. Langen and Duraney. Duraney pokes this away. Moves it up for Ryan. Ryan enters the zone. Tries to drop it for Duraney. Can't. Up behind the net. Mission with it. Langen steps. Doesn't get all of this. Ryan pokes this away. Mission near side with it. Up the middle. Duraney and Jack take this away. Mason plays over in the corner for Parker. Parker centers one. Mason takes it. Coops and Fink, Sorensen, Hartz, and Paya. Hartz to take the draw. Face off one by Mason. Got through. Mason go upstairs. Face off one to Mason. Got Mason blockers this down. Mason with it. Hartz behind the net line. Mason cycles. Centering pass. Mason with the save. Kale down to pick this up. Tries to chip to Antea, doesn't connect. Up in the corner with Coops. Tries to backhand this one along. Too far for Antea, but out of the zone. Mission has to regroup. Coops with it. Coops for Kale. Icing. Penny, Day, Granville, Henning, Protuck. Tuck down low. Andrew ties him up. Puck comes up to the point. Shot through is blocked by Granville. Up in the air. Mason just loves this down. Ty and Easton out. Ball and Granville off. Or not ball. Gay and Granville off. Face up one by Mission. Up to the point. Shots blocked by Kai. Penny with it. Through the feet to Andrew. Andrew's got Easton and Kai with him. Offside. Same 5. Face up. Blitz Lenny and Andrew. Down to Mason. Mason plays it behind the goal line for Andrew. Takes a look. Turned over. Loose in the middle. Shot blocked by Lenny. It was in Lenny's pants. Mason with another save. Andrew on it. Andrew for Kai. Kai off the boards. Out of his own, right to ball. Ball's got Andrew with him. Kai catches this. Walks in. Kai shoots. Hits the post. Delaney picks this up. Oh, Easton. Oh, Parker without a glove hits the ref. Faceoff will be in the zone. All right. Ryan, Ryder, Dylan, Parker, Jack. Faceoff, Mission. Up to the point, beyond Langen. Icing's waved off. Mason plays this along. Parker backhands it to Ryder. Ryder through the middle for Ryan. Skips off his stick for the reason Dylan. Dylan backhands one to Ryan. Ryan shot. Fanned on. Goal recovers. Ryan wins the throw to Dylan. Dylan to Langen. Langen tries to backhand one. Parker doesn't connect. Puck chip through the middle. Langen picks this up. Rims it around for Dylan. Hits him in the shoulder. Dylan tries to drag through. Mission on it. Langen with the hit. Frees this up. Puck comes to Mission. They try to rim it deep. Hits the player. Behind the goal line now. Ryan ties him up. It's up from Langen. Langen ties his body, leaves it for Duraney. Duraney's pass doesn't connect. Goes right to the point. Shot. Tip block. Ryan in the corner with it. Flips it out. It's the ref skates. Throwing right back in. Langen picks it up. Langen near side for Ryan. Ryan rips through the middle. Misses everybody. Icing's waved off though. Puck cycled in behind Ryder. Hearts on the forecheck. Through the middle, connects, chipped in. Bank, centering pass, shot, up into the netting. Tail, Jake, Mason, Costa, Pink. Puck's tied up. Tail takes this, not out. Mission, nope. Hearts with a good swim move behind the goal line to take it away. Throws it for Antea. Antea for Hearts. Hearts cuts through the middle. Poked away by Tail for Costa. Doesn't get there. Costa's the first one there. Rims it hard around. Tail ties this up. Up down low for Troop. Troop's backhands it along for Antea. Antea. Mission enters the zone. Shot rimmed around. Jay on the forecheck after it. Rim past him. Penny with a hit. Puck in deep. Henning picks this up. Off a stick. Into the netting. Out of play. Penny, Granville, Day, Henning, Prochuk. Face off one to Andrew. He skates out with it. Offsides. Dylan, Ryan, Ryder, Lenny, Andrew. Puck through the middle, turned over to Ryder. Ryan kicks it in the zone. Ryan enters it, throws the brakes on. Help, puck pops D side. Mission with it. Dylan with a hit. Puck down in the near side corner now. Mission throws this all the way down. That's going to be on Mason. He's going to have to play it. Exit now covers it. Ryan wins this to the side. Mission gets there first, though. Lenny and Andrew tied up. Andrew without a stick. Andrew still without a stick. Harassing. Center pass tipped by Lenny into the corner. Ryan ties him up. Down low. On the net. Mason can't cover it. Loose behind the net. Mission picks this up. Center pass hits Mason in the pad. Tuck up to the point now. Shot wide. Ryder racing over for it. Doesn't get there. Puck gets kicked around him. Ryan with the body. Andrew gets a stick from the bench. Joins the play. Dylan skates it out. Got Ryder and Ryan with him. Dylan wide. Shot. Save. Loose. Puck bounces in the corner for Dylan. Ryan chasing. Braxton comes on. Puck on net. Cover. Get the stick. Mission with it. Through the middle. Connects. Skip past Langen. Gets there, puts it in the corner. Ty bats this along. Hearts rather. Ball gets this out of the zone. Takes a hit. Gets it deep. Mission D to D. Near side. Connects in behind Delaney. In on a breakaway shot. Nathan with the save. Langen ties him up. Pokes the puck along. A little too far. And Teo with a hit. Frees it up for Penny. Penny skates it out. Penny throws this in deep. Teo on the forecheck. Mission passes this out of the zone. Gets by. Oh, gets around Hart's stick. Hand on. Poops with a stick. Sink. Ties him up. Hartz takes it away. Hartz tries to chip around. Puck comes to Fink. Fink centers one. Kale doesn't get all of this. Taken away by Mission. Mission with it. Fink gets a stick on this on the back check. Mission D to D. Puck cut off by Coops. In deep on shot. Mason glove save. Face off one by Mission down low. Ryan, Ryder, Dylan, Lenny, and Andrew. Lenny pokes it along for Dylan. Dylan backhands this out of the zone. Offside. Face off one to Mission. Poked ahead by Ryder. Andrew cuts this off at the blue line. Mission can't get this in deep. Now they do. Puck in the corner. Mason out straight on the goal line. Sets it up for Ryan behind that. Ryan rims it around for Ryder. Puck takes a bad bounce. All the way out of the zone. Goalie out play. Sets it up for his D. Dylan gets a stick on this. Ryder to Ryan on his backhand. Shoot, scores. Turnover caused by Dylan down low to Ryder. Ryder to Ryan. Ryan waits out the goalie, elevates it over him. 1-0 Fox lead. Face off one Mission. Dylan in. Almost creates another turnover. Andrew on it. Knocked off that puck. Pass misses come to Dylan. Dylan back into the long for Andrew. Andrew escapes. Hits Ryan. Ryan in around one. Ryan in with Andrew. Andrew shoots just wide. Ryder cycles in deep. Ryan with the hit freezes up. He's got Ryder. Ryder shot save into the corner. Spin shot doesn't connect. Mission with it through the middle. In behind Delaney. Poked over the net. Mission cycles this along. Pulls it off the boards. Shot. Mason with the save. Penny's line out now. When Langen and Delaney. Braxton kicks this in deep. Poker with it behind the net. Bouncing puck. Ty can't corral it. Rim back in by Mission. Big bounce out to Langen. Langen rims it back to Ty. Chips through the middle. Mission takes it. Down low off a skate. Right to Jack. Jack softly chips this out. Mission gathers. Neutral zone. D to D. Down low again. Shipped around Easton. Parker catches this, cuts it off to Easton. Easton flips this for Kai. Back to Easton. Easton shot. Glove save. Same five. Penny wins this to Kai, taken by Mission now. Mission exits. Going in deep. Mason, I'll play it. Rims it around for Easton. Easton takes the hit, moves it along to Braxton. Braxton gets this out of the zone, takes a hit though. Moved in deep. Parker behind the net with it. Rims it around for Kai. Kai takes a look. Soft chip for Easton. He gets a stick on this. Parker skates into it though. Oh, batted down by Braxton the other way. Pass to the middle, doesn't connect. Kale picks him up. Poked away, I think, by Delaney. Thrown off the boards, missing catches, throwing in deep. Keith for the first one there. Off the glass. Kale gets a glove on this. Hearts. Oh, he doesn't get much of this through the middle. Mission down low. And Taya gets a stick on this. That's on Mason. He'll have to play it. For Fink. Fink rims it around for Kale. Kale pokes this ahead. Oh, almost frees Hearts. Mission with it though. D to D. Mission chips down low. Mason out to play it. Rims it near or far side rather for Antea. Antea chips ahead for Hearts. Hearts throws it in deep. Fox gets a change. Mission on it. Well, Ryan gloves this down. That's gonna be a hand pass though. Takes off at center ice here. 4:52 left. Ryan, Ryder, Dylan, Lenny, Andrew. Face off one and right between Andrew and Lenny though. Puck pops free to Ryan rather. Ryan pitches it in deep. Good chase with the hit. Puck pokes free. Through the middle, Mission with it. Chips around Lenny. Andrew gets a stick on this. Mason gets his body on it. Dylan pokes this ahead for Ryan. Ryan chips ahead to himself. Got Ryder with him and Andrew trailing. On Andrew's back end, Andrew can't get a shot off. Has the stick taken away. Mission with it near side. Ryan takes this, slides it to Ryder, hits him in the feet. Mission. Poke in deep. Ryan rips this behind Mason. Dylan with it. Round one. Back into to Ryder. Ryder brings it back in the D zone. Flips one ahead for Lenny. Lenny doesn't quite get there. Mission with it. Even though it's taken by Duraney. Duraney around one, around two. Parker in. Parker off sides. Day in Granville with Penny. Mission wins this. D with it. D to the nope, near side. Rips through the middle, connects. And on Langen. Around Langen. Mason save. Puck top free. I think Duraney got the rest of it out of the way. Down low. Braxton gives chase. Takes this away with his skate. Puts it in the corner. Kicks it ahead for Langen. Langen skates into it. Throws it off the glass. Out of the zone. Day almost skates into this. Mission D to D. Back right back in near side corner. Takes a big bounce out. Langen gets a stick on this. Mission still with it though. Penny ties him up. Still has the puck. Cycles down low. Langen now. Gets around Jack. Rides the goal line. Backhand pass doesn't connect, but comes right to the point. Shot through. It's a skate of Delaney. Still loose. Mason with a reaction save. Puck bounces, not out of the zone. Pitch back down low. Mission on it. Penny cuts him off. Penny off the glass. That's going to be an icing. Ryan out with Easton and Kai. Ryan in to take the draw. Wins this to Costa. Costa off the glass. That's going to be an icing. Too far for Kai. Face off one to Fink. He rins this around for Kai. Kai gets there. He fans on it. Puck in out of the zone by Mission. Ryan wins this draw. Fink on it. Fans on it. Mission picks this up. Cycle down low. Hoops on him. Centering pass connects with the D. Shot through. Mason with a save. Still loose. Still loose. Gotcha. Fox won the draw, but failed to clear. Mission capitalized. Mason made the first couple saves. Pitched in deep. Penny. Spin shot. Save. Down low. Penny gets chased. Flipped out of the zone. Lenny off the boards for Kale. Moves this along. Kale throws this in deep. Kale's going to cut this off in the corner. Shot goes wide. Andrew steps. Rims it back down deep for Antea. Antea tied up. Mission up to the point. Lenny chips this down deep. Kale along to Penny. Penny shot saved. Shot saved again. Up in the air. Kale gloves it down. Backhands it for Andrew. Andrew over to Duraney. Duraney shot wide. Andrew picks it up. It's Ryan. Ryan to Duraney. Parker steps through to Dylan. To Ryan, misses him. Up off the boards. Ryder stems this, but Mission escapes it. In 3-on-2. Wow. The back check by Duraney. He's tipped it right on net. Faceoff comes out of the zone. If I'm being honest, I think that was in. Faceoff won by Mission. Dylan over for it. Dylan with the hit. Up in deep. Mason to Costa to Ryder. Tip through the middle, too far for Dylan. Locked in deep. Mason out to play it. 30 seconds left. Rimmed around by Langen. Mission takes this. Dylan stops on it. Ryan with it. Ryan through the contact. He's got Ryder and Costa. Ryan in. Over to Ryder. Ryder sends one back to Ryan. Has his pocket pick. Mission can't clear. Costa at the blue line. Over to Langen. Langen down to Ryan. Skips off his stick. Over to Dylan. Dylan looks back to Ryan. Shoots. Saves. Mason out of the net. Half a second left. All right. Start of the second, tied 1-1. Shots are 19-10 in favor of Mission. Fox will start with Mason and nets. Braxton, Jake, and Kale at forward. Lenny and Andrew at D. Penny's off, Hart's is on. Face off, had it by Mission. And Taya gets there, tries to poke this in deep. Does. Hart's on it. Mission reverses this, and Taya down low gets the body on it. Jake takes a look in the middle for Kale. Can't get a shot. Mission looks to break out, gets around Lenny, can't corral it though. Puck poked in deep by Lenny. Lenny takes the body. Mission up top. Shot down low. Wide. Hart's on it. Cycled. Down low. Andrew ties him up. Andrew rims this around near side for Antea. Antea pokes to the head, not out. Puck in deep, hits the stick, goes wide. Hartz has that poked off his stick right to Antea. Antea chips it out. Fox gets a change. Mission goes right up with it. Langen turns him away. Cut off by Parker. Parker with a lot of ice. Cuts up the middle next to Braxton. Moves it over for Ball. Ball leaves it for Delaney. Doesn't corral it. Kai gets a stick on this. Poked around Langen. Parker keeps him wide. Centering pass. Mason gets a stick on this. Pops right out to the slot though. Then shot wide. Behind the net. Delaney takes a cross check. Yep, we're going to get a call here. Fox will go to the power play here. Two minutes for a cross check and a high stick. So we're going to get a double minor here on Mission. Four-minute minor here. Fox to the power play. Penny, Ball, Ty, Langen, Andrew. It's off. Step in the dot. One up to Andrew. Keeps it in. Over to Langen. Jack drops it back to the top of Andrew. Andrew over to Kai. Kai walks it down. Down low. Braxton tries to get one to Easton. Loose in the crease. Popped out to Andrew. Andrew walks the blue line. Fakes the pass. Goes over to Kai. Kai back up top for Andrew. Andrew near side for Langen. Langen in the middle. Ball's offhand. Easton. Kai all the way behind the net with it. Near side for Jack. Jack enters the zone. Dropped it for Easton. Out of the zone. Andrew over for it. Down low. Pops to Andrew. To Kai. Kai earning around. Kai skates it in. .311 left on the power play. Dylan, Ryan, Ryder, Parker, Costa. Ryan wins this to Costa. Costa over to Parker. Or Parker indeed. Puck comes to Ryan. Ryan up top for Parker now. Parker over to Costa. Costa walk. Oh. Ryan's going to get a penalty here. Knocking the stick out of the hands. Ryan with an unsportsmanlike conduct. Fox will play 4-on-4 now for 56 seconds. 4-on-4 for 2 minutes rather. And then they'll still have 56 seconds of power play. Dylan, Ryder, Jack, Parker. They just have one to Parker. Goes behind the net with it. Skates it out. Around one. Parker exits with it. Takes a look. Parker in. Through the middle shot. Oh, hits the goalie in the helmet up into the netting. Dylan wins this to Ryder. Ryder up to Parker. Parker back down for Ryder. Ryder throws this down low. Too far for Dylan. Puck all the way behind the goal line. Mission with it. Dylan turns him over. Gets the puck to Ryder. Dylan's loose in front. Can't find it. Langen picks this up. Jack at the dot. Tries to center one for Ryder. Can't. Mission on it. Gets by Ryder. Luke now behind the net. Ryder on him. Minute 15 on the 4-on-4. Mission enters. Down low. Leads to the middle. Shot. Mason with the save. Ryder on it. He's got Dylan and Langen. Move it near side to Dylan. Dylan slides it to Langen. Numbers for Mission. Kale gets back, evens it up, takes this away in front of Mason. Kale behind the net with it. Up top for Dylan. Dylan chips it back for Kale. Parker, nope, thought about stepping, didn't. Gets back. In deep. Parker can't get this out. Cycled in deep for him. Parker with it. Cycles it for Andrew. Andrew. Pops out near side. Over for Antea. Antea enters with Lenny. Drops for Andrew. Box back to the power play now for 55 seconds. Andrew harassed. Slides it up for Antea. Antea over for Lenny. Lenny sends one through. Loose. Thrown out of the zone by Mission. That's going to be on Mason. He plays it along. Plays it for Andrew. Andrew for Ryan through his feet to Dill. Dylan enters his own, splits the D. Dylan in. Over to Costa on his backhand. Couldn't find it. Back into along to Andrew. Andrew drops for Ryder. Ryder skates in. Rims it hard around for Dylan. Ryan's going to be the first one there, though. Shields it for Dylan. Dylan explodes through the zone. Drops for Ryan. Poked off his stick. Ryan still with it. Ooh, tries to get one to Dylan. Can't. Thought about stepping. Does too late, but he stands him up. Gets the puck. Dylan doesn't get this through. Mission kills off the penalty. Back to five-a-side hockey now. Coops on it. Coops to Fink. Fans on it. Throws this in deep. Hits Dylan in deep. Penny avoids the hit. Doesn't get the puck, though. Mission skates this out near side. Ty with the hit. Frees this up. Puck down low for Langen. Langen takes the wraparound. Ties this up. It's in his feet. Fink finds it. Moves it to Ty. Ty doesn't get this through. Intensity really picking up here. Langen, soft chip out of the zone. No icing. Ball hard after him. Mission with it. Ty can't take this, but Parker does. Parker, careful. Puck chipped around him. Langen picks this up right in front of Mason. Jack, soft chip out. Mission cuts this off. Now it's fished in deep. Parker on it. Turned over in the corner. Langen on him. Through, cut off by Braxton. Braxton flips this high. Icing is up. It's waved off now. Ty hard after him. Through the middle. Catches behind Andrew. Shots fanned down. I think Andrew got back and got a stick on this. Andrew, burst of speed through the middle. Andrew in, around. Andrew rides the goal line. Up top for Lenny now. Lenny shot through, tips. Doesn't make it all the way in. Granville on it. Granville with Day. Day has been poked away. Puts it back in the pile. Slams the body. Day and Granville battle. Granville sees the puck in his feet. Can't get a stick free, though. Mission comes away with it. Lenny lines him up, pokes it away. Thrown all the way through. Icing. $10:24 left. Second period. 1-1 tie. Hartz wins this up to Fink. Fink down for Day. Day evades one. Oh, he fans on the shot. Granville with it behind the goal line. Kicks it around to Day. Day with it. Shot. Ooh, just over the net. Coops backhands this along for Hartz. Rims it too far for Granville. Day hard after it. He gets there first. Good move. Gets by Day. Granville picks him up, though, through the middle to Hartz. Hart's tries to slide one today. Hart's hits the side of the post. Hart's behind the net for Day. Dave's got Granville in front. Backhands it behind the net, though. But geometry's off the boards to Coop. Coop sends one through the feet of Hart's. Granville with a stick lift. Ties it up. Jay battles. Keeps this puck tied up. Pops free to Mission. Mission near side. Fans on it right to Coop. Coop sends this in deep. Fox gets a change. And Taya and Thorrington now. Thrown in deep. Mason out the playoffs. Over to Taya. And Taya for Ryan. Misses him. Puck in deep. Ryan all over him. The rainy step. Pokes this. Gloves it down. Ryan, Kale, Jake, Jack, Langen, and Delaney. Ryan, clean win to Parker. Parker over for Langen. Langen through the middle for Ryan. Ryan to Antea, not in deep, and Langen throws it in deep. Kale hard after it. Gets around one. Mason looks to break out. Tipped around Langen. Delaney with the body feels this up. Langen picks this along, pops free to Kale. Kale off the glass. Long shift. They're both looking for a change. Mission poked away. Oh, Dylan almost had a breakaway. Mission in. It's off. Langen back for it. Rims it around. Nobody home. Oh, yeah. Ryder looks for Braxton. Doesn't connect. Poke three through Dylan. Langen off the glass. Gets past Dylan. No icing though. Ryder gives chase. Right in front of the goalie. Penny doesn't get a stick on this. Mission chips along. And on Parker, he takes that away. Takes a look. Oh, he fans on this, but it kind of works. To himself. Delaney in. Around one, around two. Puck pop free to Dylan. Dylan bats it out of the air. Pulls it along the blue line. Leaves it there for Ryder. Ryder can't poke it in deep. Mission exits the zone. Right up the gut. Shot. Mason sucks this up. Face off clean win by Mission. Down low now. Hearts on him. Help from Henning. Mission wins this side of the net. Shot. Mason fights this off. Loose covered. Mission thrown out of the dot. Clean win by Hearts. Henning with it. Behind the net. Off the boards for Ball. Ball takes a look. Finds Hearts. Oh, he just misses him. Mission. First one there. Hearts breaks this up though. Mission retreats behind the net with a tie on him. Tipped around him. D to D. Through the middle. Cut off by Lenny. Lenny sends one on. Tie loose. Hearts. No way. Good look there from Fox. Ty probably could have tried to elevate that. Made the unselfish backdoor pass to Hearts. Hearts didn't elevate it. Goalie trapped it under the leg pad. Henning with it. Chipped off his stick. 3-on-2 on Andrew and Kai. Goes wide. Andrew keeps him out wide. Middle doesn't connect. Mission still with it up to the point now. Down low. Andrew on him. Pokes through the middle. Side of the net wide. Ball with it. Tied up. Comes right to Henning. Henning exits with speed. Hits Kai. Mission down low. Ball picks this up. Mill gets it to Fink. Kai's going to go for a splash. Mission wins this draw. D to D. Up to the point now. Got wide. Big rebound. Down low. On his backhand. Centered. Knocked out. That's a high stick. Dylan Ryder. Costa thinks. Just been with this. Connects. Kicked in deep. Dylan on it. Dylan throws this all the way down on net. Goalie plays it. 3 to D. Behind the net with it. Minute 20 left. Ryder gets a stick on this, gloves it down, pokes it ahead. Dylan hard after it. Near side, Mission now. End of the zone. Tails out for Ryder. Coops. Oh, you can't call that. He didn't. Okay. Shot loose. Tail puts this in the corner. Fink goes to pick it up. Fink rims it hard around. Chips around. Penny. Langen cuts this off. Oh, hits a body, goes right back in. Shot tip. Oh, no. Face off one by Mission. Thrown in deep. Delaney rims this for Antea. Tips it out. Tail hard after it. Tail picks this up. Thrown out of the zone. Comes right to Langen. Langen down low. Looking for Kale. Doesn't find him. Penny. Delaney. Delaney. Penny. Penny. Delaney. Delaney walks in. Shot. Oh. Face off one by Mission. Chipped in past Andrew. Mason sets this up. Tied up with Liam and Andrew. Tripped out by Andrew. Chipped in. Oh no, gets behind Lenny. Mason with the save. Lenny ties him up. Gets help from Ball. Puck pops free to Mission. All the way through the middle. Mission breaks out near side. All the way in. Trips around Ryan. Fink picks this up. Shot. Mason save. Loose. Save. Face off. One. Fink's first one there in the corner. Off the glass. Doesn't make it out. Through the middle. Hoops gets a stick on this. Or a skate, rather. Behind the net. Mission. Then shot. Mason with the save. Loose. Dylan takes this away. Soft chip off the glass. Glove down. Batted in deep. Thrown in deep. Mason plays this for Coop. Loose in the slot. Shot blocked by Ryan up into the netting. Hale, Braxton, Easton out. Durrani and Langen. Face off one. Mission. Shot. Mason with the save. Face off. Tied up. We're in the corner now. Up top. Shot through. Tipped wide. Durrani on it. Rims it around for Ball. Ball. Through the middle for Parker off the boards. Parker enters. Drops it for Easton. Easton backdoor looking for Braxton. Doesn't connect. Chipped out of the zone softly. Durrani picks this up. Durrani to Langen. Langen goes cross ice for Kale. Gets a stick. Kale chips in deep for Easton. Mission on it. Cut off by Parker. Thrown in deep. Fox gets a full change here. Mission with it. Goes right around Liam. Langen stands him up though. Durrani for Day. Day picks it off the boards. Fires just behind Granville. Icing. Oh, Fox needs the next one badly here. Who's going to step up? Face off one by Mission. Down low. Up to the point now. Dot through. Mason saves. Dylan wins this draw to Lenny out of his own. Come on, boys. Dylan thrown out. Ryan in to take the draw. Ties this up. Mission takes it. Walks in on the goal line. Going to get offsetting penalties here on Ryan and someone from Mission. I'm wondering if it might be something more on Ryan. They skated right over to Richie. Ryan's going to get a 10. Liam's going to the box with Ryan. That's a blow for Fox. Ryan with a 10. Liam in to serve his 2. Gonna have Costa and Parker with Braxton and Easton. 2-minute power play here for Mission. Minute left in the period. The refs are thoroughly confused here. They don't even know what's going on, apparently. Face off, clean win by Mission. Up to the point. Shot goes wide. Ball on it. Fans on it. Down low. Parker gets chase. Cycled in deep. Hoops picks him up. Puck has to move up top now. D. Penny flashes. Ball out. Shot. Saved by Mason. Langen and Duraney now with Lakefield and Adams. Face off, won by Mission. D. 30 seconds left. Around Parker, rides the goal line. Hands on that. Adams gets a stick on it, but not out. At the half mark, Duraney rims this all the way down. 15 seconds. Rip through the middle, connects 3-on-2. Parker step. He's just going to rim this all the way out.
It is Chicago Marathon weekend here too. Marathon started about 2 hours 15 minutes ago.
All right. Back for the start of the third here. Fox on a 1 minute PK. Gonna have Braxton Penny, Kale Thornton, Jack Langan, Parker Duraney. Parker wins this. Throws it all the way down. Kale gives chase. Goalie behind the net. Braxton in hard now. Indeed. Langan. Jack picks him up. Off the boards. It's top now. Shot. Ooh, hits Parker high. Kale on it. Throws this all the way down. For Braxton. Braxton skates into it. Has his pocket pick. Kale pokes this away right to Penny. Penny with Langan and Thornton. Now just Langan. Kale goes for a change. Penny. Ooh, he hits Jack on the entrance. Ripped. All that's going to be an icing. Yep. Oh, I forgot it's an 18-minute period, not a 17. Add a minute there. 3 seconds left on the penalty. Day out of the box. He's got Adams, Lightfield, Henning, Protok out there. Takes off one by Dylan forward. Even strength now. Liam heads right to the bench. And Hartz comes on. Fink puts this in a not Fink. Henning puts this in a soft spot. Mission with it. Through the middle, picked off by Henning. Backhands it in deep. Adams and Hartz give chase. Hartz goes far side. Adams goes near side. Adams picks this off. Harassed. He moves it up to Andrew. Andrew around one. Around two. Backhands this in deep for Dylan. Big bounce comes to Dylan. Dylan rides the goal line. Tries to backhand one to Hart. Hart's backhands it along for Dylan behind that. Dylan up top for Henning. Henning sends one through. That's blocked by a skate of Mission. Chips out of the zone. Near side. Andrew cuts this off. Gets it to Ryder. Mission pops that in deep, though. Dylan over there for far corner. Backhands it along for Henning. Andrew reverses it for Lenny. Skips off his stick. Fox gets a change. Kai's out. Hartz is out. Adams is out. Lenny heads up. Throws the puck over to Kai in front of the Fox bench. Kai skates it into the zone. Through the contact. Kai walks in. Over to Adams. Adams chips it down low for Kai. Kai has his stick slashed out of his hands. We're going to keep playing. Through the middle, ball, picks this off. He's got Kai down low. He can't find him. Throws it in the wrong corner. Penny, Penny deep. Gives chase. Kai comes near side. Pokes this away right in front. Ball, Henning, Fink, or not Henning. Keep seeing the 7 and saying Henning. Penny tries to feather one through the ball that hits a skate, rips into the corner. Ball avoids the hit. Chipped around by Mifflin, though. Coop steps, keeps this in momentarily. Mission through the middle, cut off by Penny in the neutral zone. Penny in for ball. That's in behind Coop. Rips off a stick, though. Mason outplay it. Backhands it along. Fink's first one there. Backhands it along for Coops. That's cut off by Mission. They go behind the net. They wrap it around. It's Penny skate, goes in the corner. Penny gives chase. Ties him up. Puck's free. Braxton and Fink. 14:44 left in the game. Penny puts this out of the zone. That's going to be icing. Ryan's out of the box. Dorrington and Taya Hartz, Duraney, Langan. Face off one up to Mission. Fans on it. And Taya couldn't get this out. Hartz with the hit behind the net. Parker picks this up, throws it up the boards for Kale. Bounces past him. Skates right into Hartz, so. Kale throws this in deep. Tips around him. Mission enters the zone. Stood up. Duraney with the puck. Knocked off his stick. Oh. Be a slash on Delaney. Double minor for Parker. All right, they're fixing it now. It's only supposed to be a 2-minute on Parker. The 2-minute penalty on number 4. That was the confusion. Face off one by Michigan. We've got Lightfield and Adams with Langen and Henning. Through the middle. That was close. Up top. Near side now. Langen on him. Back up top. Walks it down. Pulls it back out for the hash mark. Around Ryder. Lenny picks him up. Back door scores. Penny with Ty and ball. Pro Talk and Henning. Ball behind the net with it. Penny backhands this in deep. Puck comes to Braxton. Rings this in deep. Andrew down for it with ball. Andrew has that taken off his stick. Tipped around Kai. Lenny picks him up, takes him wide at the goal line. Lenny and Andrew. Andrew puts it in the corner. Kai with help from Henning. Tipped around. Ball pops us up for Penny. Braxton near side. That is taken by Mission. Chipped in deep. Tipped over the net by Mission. Penny ties him up in the corner. Mission comes away with it. Granville pokes this out of the zone. Soft spot by Mission. Henning on it. The glass hits Kai. It's back in the zone. Andrew over for it to Kai. Kai back into the long. Knocked right back in by Mission. Andrew around one, around two. Takes a look, flips this for Granville. Jade, Harts, and Granville, Fink, and Coops. Harts takes this away. A couple helmets are stuck together over there. Mission, oh, tipped on Mason covered. Shot goes wide by Mission. Coops behind the net. Doesn't get there. Mission on it. Cycled in deep. Ryan with the hit. Pokes this along for Adams. Adams with Dylan and Ryan. Ryder puts it off the boards for Ryan. He tipped it to his feet for Ryder. Ryder down low for Ryan. Ryan up top for Fink. Shot, block. Fink, good skate. He had two guys behind him if he didn't see that. Hoops pokes this away, stands him up. Good stick by Fink, throws this over the board, or over the board, over the net rather. Fink gets back, seals the man in front, Mason with the cover. Mission on this draw and deep. Mason's going to get a penalty here for interference. Talk to the PK. Penny, Thorrington, Langen, Duraney. Pipwad. Langen gets this out. Hale and Henning slow that down, but they don't break it out. Penny does, though. Tuck in deep now for Mission. In around Henning. Andrew feels him up. Up top. D. Back door. Shot blocked by Andrew. Ball on it. Andrew with it. Moves it to Easton. Ty breaks this up. Ryan in now. Post. Ryan, Dylan, Costa, Fink. 30 seconds left on the PK. Right to Costa, flipped in deep. Dylan gets chased. Takes the puck. Oh, man. Dylan battles. Mission with it. 10 seconds left on the power play. They throw it into a soft spot. Fink takes this. Puck hits the skate, doesn't get out of the zone. Mission takes this. Dylan takes it away at the blue line. That will do it for Jake's penalty, or Mason's penalty, and Teo serving it. In deep. It's a skate. Mason covers. Mission's going to go to the box here for a splash after Mason had it covered. Fox has any hope of coming back in this game. They got to get one now. Face off, one by Ryan to Ryder to Andrew. Out there with Dylan and Costa. Ryder breaks this up, moves it up top for Dylan. Dylan drags around one, hits the hash mark, hits the dot. Down for Ryder. He's got Coops back door. Saved. If Coops was a lefty, that's probably in the back of the net, but he had to fully rotate, catch that on his backhand. Ryan wins this over to Costa. Rips off his skate, goes in deep. Ryan gets chased, ties up two bodies. Gets help from Ryder. Ryder and Coops now. Mission on it. Pro Talk sends one over to Dylan. Dylan off the board for Ryder. Ryan goes wide. Coops. Oh my gosh. What a save. Andrew puts it right between Ryder and Ryan. That's iced down by Mission. Andrew turned over. Shot Mason toe save. Ryan with it now. Near side. Ryan with speed. Backhand one over to Dylan. Dylan to Costa. Ryder gets enough of it. Oh, come on. Ryder's getting a delayed call here. Going to be 4-on-4 for 31 seconds. 4-on-4. Face off one Mission. Got through. Mason gets a glove on this. Goes behind the net. Machine with it. Still 4-on-4 for another 8 seconds. Sereni ran off that puck. Langen into support. Durani with it. Doesn't get past through. Fox on a PK now for a minute and a half. Durani rims this out. Guy gets chase. Oh, geez. Three on two. Langen breaks this up. Ty takes it away. Ty with Jack. Puck bounces to Parker here. Off the glass. In the zone. Fink kicks this away. Right to Coops. Coops chips it off the boards. Out of the zone. Mission goes D to D. Ryan gets chased. Oop, steps up, throws this in deep. 20 seconds left on Riders penalty. Fink throws this down low for Ryan. Ryan tries to drag around one. Now he just puts it in deep. 5 seconds left on the penalty to Ryder. Oops, and Granville take this away. And Tay, or not a Tay, yeah, it isn't Tay, it's a Fink. Dropped it for Ryder. Ryder shot, save, loose. Jay picks this up. Tips it around. Centers one, nobody's there. Fink with it. One through, blocked down. Liam tries to glove it down, can't. Flipped out of the zone, icing. Granville wins this to Crow Truck. Has his pocket pick. Jay can't keep it in the zone. Liam gets chase. Andrew with it. Andrew in around. He's ran off that puck on that. Whistle. Liam spins this in deep. The middle Hearts takes this away. Henning holds the blue line. Now it's out. That's in deep. Missing with it. Andrew gets a piece of this. Picks it up in front of the Fox bench. Over to Henning. Through the middle. Boy, good play by Hearts to avoid the hit. Tie in with Granville. Tie around. Wrap around. Scores. Too little too late here for Fox. Ball to Delaney. The tie. Flips through the middle, hits ball. Ball has that poked away. Delaney bats it in deep. Missed in. Looks to clear. Parker steps. It's chipped around him. 2-on-1. Ty gets back. Shot. Mason glove save. It's up one. Coops to Adams. Ryder ahead for Dill. Dill and Flatten. Fox to the power play. Costa gets this up to Parker. Over to Costa. Out of the zone. Mason over to Dylan. Dylan reverses it for Parker. Parker ahead for Ryan. Hooked off his stick. Out of the zone. 2.5 left. Ryan with it. Over to Coops. Coops walks in, takes a look, goes deep, centers one, hits a skate, pops right back to Costa. Over to Parker. Parker outside of the zone. Over to Dylan. Drags around one. First to speed by Dylan, enters the zone. Shot over the net. Parker steps, gets a stick on this, keeps it in. Coops gets it down for Dylan. Dylan for Parker. For Coops, down for Dylan. Up top for Ty to Parker. Shot wide, comes to Costa. Hands on it, but Dylan scores. Timeout, Fox. Fox wins that. Oh, yeah. Gonna get a trip here on Mission. Fox back to the power play. Mason's off. We're gonna play 6-on-4. Mission wins this draw. Dylan gets a puts this in deep. Backhanded along. Dylan keeps that again. Over to Parker. Parker sends one down. Blocker safe. Mission on it. Top three to Kai in the middle. Comes up to Dylan. Dylan to Parker. Parker down to Andrew. Shot goes just off the goalie's pad. Dylan backhand one down for Ryder. Ryder up top for Parker. Parker sends one through. Tip just over the net by Kai. Kai behind the net for Ryder. Gets help from Kai. That's going to be on target. That's in. Hits the post. Parker picks it up to Ryan. Wow. Ryan drops one for Andrew. Andrew doesn't get a shot through. Ryan on the goal line. And yep, Andrew at the bumper doesn't get it through. Down low, still loose. Parker keeps this in. Shots blocked, comes right to Dylan. Shot saved. One of the mission players doesn't have a stick. Fox needs to get one here real soon. Andrew has his stick tied up. Parker blocks this though. Down low. Guy off the boards for Parker. Come on, boys. We need one now. Durrani shots blocked. That's probably going to do it. 10 seconds left. Andrew sends one that's blocked. Ryan, backhander loose. Fox is going to fall probably 5-3 here to Mission. Disappointing weekend for the boys. 1-2 on the weekend. Losses to Madison and Mission and a win against Atlantic Coast. Next week, back in action at Southside against Honeybake in the league game.